the Lakers got Luka for nothing, for a bag of chips, bro.
So earlier you were talking about how you were a Jordan fan at first. I just want to ask you, how does it feel being on the wrong side of the GOAT debate?
The wrong side?
Yeah.
You're waiting for this, right?
Hey, itching.
No, we're going to have to sleep here tonight because I can just drop facts. You know, no.
Scottie Pippen had a clip where he said
Scottie
LeBron.
Pippen is a fucking hater who's a broke hater right now.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Locked In Pod. Today we're here with the man, the myth, the legend, entrepreneur, husband, father, and new champion.
You already know.
New champion.
Coach.
As a coach, my bad. So we want to start off with that, some new news, first time coaching.
Yeah, I guess. St. Mark's, 9-year-old, shout out to my boys. 22-0 victory in the finals game.
It's insane.
1 loss all season. My boys did it. What can I say, you know? It's not an easy thing to coach 9-year-olds, 9, 10-year-old kids that are turning into little men, but definitely a challenge that was given to me, and I'm grateful for it. I'm thankful for it. I love it.
First time coaching?
Yeah, I would say outside of like training my kids.
Yeah.
My friends' kids, anytime I'm, giving any pointers to somebody, a young kid. Yeah, first time coaching, but got to give credit to all the coaches that coached me. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
All those guys definitely taught us. You guys been coached. So,
yeah, of course. Yeah. Coaches are very important.
Yeah,
how's that different? How's that different from playing for you?
Father time. It's father time. At some point I never thought that I would accept these things. Like you can kind of see your game fading. Yeah. I think I spoke to Dennis a little earlier this week, and I was telling him when I'm on the court these days, and sometimes passes that we're getting through, they don't get through as easily anymore. So you got to accept father time.
But, with the one thing is that stays with you is the cerebral part of it. So I feel like that's why it was easier for you to translate into coaching, because the brain is always on. So coaching came naturally, no?
For some reason, I always have a connection with kids. I'm still like a big kid myself. And I got them to react to everything that I say. So anytime I call a timeout this whole season, if something was going wrong, I call a timeout 1 minute into the game if I don't like the way the defense is set. And I'll get on them, and they just react. I've seen it every game, a few timeouts that I would call out of a game where I would get on them, and these kids would react. I got a really good group. I got lucky with the group, and I got lucky with the parents. The parents let me coach old school. So I was, yelling, a little bit of cussing.
Okay.
So
my coaches were like that too. I feel like that brings out the best in you, honestly.
But if you look at some of the other counterparts when I'm coaching against other teams, they don't do that. They don't allow it. Some parents don't like it. I did have one parent pull their kid off the team because they didn't like that.
Mid-season?
Literally 3 games to go in the season.
Oh, shit.
And I'm telling him, your kid's going to get a trophy.
You didn't lie.
Should have tested it.
It's not for everybody, but I think you got to be tough on the kids nowadays because there's already enough environments where they're being too soft with them. So I'm not going to create an environment where we're going to be soft with them. We're going to be old school with them. We're going to make sure that they're getting that treatment that we got. You want to teach them to play the real way, the winning brand of basketball,
My coach was like that too. Shout out Coach Goodman. He really I'm not going to get into what happens. What happens at practice stays at practice, but it was that old school mentality, and it really, I feel like it morphed my game today. Like the way I am still playing to this day is definitely because of him. Like my roots from playing basketball with him.
Yeah, for sure. I'm turning 39 next week. I still love to play in Thursday night SEC. I got to shout them out.
Yes,
I play in Locked In. I play in every league that I can possibly play in, all the pickups, right?
How's that changed from when you first started playing in men's leagues, to now you're playing in these men's leagues?
The reason why I accepted to even come on the show, I don't do public speaking, you know that. I said it before, but I have a lot of respect for what you're doing with the Locked In, because before you, in our community, there was me, and in between there was nobody. So I ran my league, Brooklyn Ballers Club, same gym, Kings Bay, over there on Coyle for many years. So I respect the fact that it's kind of like you're continuing what I was doing. I had no social media. I had my partner Greg, shout out to him, still my boy, my brother. So now you're doing what we were doing, except you have the help of your brothers.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
you have the social media platform, and I don't want to say it's a little easier. We had to hustle a little harder. You know what I'm saying? Because we weren't able to reach people. But now it's a little easier for you. The competition, everything is very similar
Mhm.
to the way it was. As far as competition, for me, it's just younger competition.
Yeah.
I'm getting older. I remember being the young guy playing with the older dudes. Now I'm that older dude. So when I played in your
Summer.
summer last year, right?
Yeah.
I was the oldest guy. I felt like maybe one of.
You got a young
one-
team though,
yeah.
but yeah,
We're keeping you young.
That's also a
yeah, we're
problem.
keeping you young.
That's also a
young.
problem playing with a young team.
Yeah.
So I played 2 seasons in the locked in.
Yeah.
The first season was discombobulated
Yeah,
team.
for sure.
Last season we had a young team
Mhm.
in the B division.
Yeah.
Where I thought we should have won the game and went to the finals. I think.
Yeah, it was a tough game.
Yeah, I thought we should have. We were up in that game, late in that game, and then.
Yeah. That was the Kohavi game, no? The
Yeah.
Kohavi, like 6 3-pointer game. Yeah.
Yeah, he's tough.
He is. He can
He's
shoot.
tough. He can definitely shoot, but when you're playing with young team, they don't know how to control the game.
Nah.
Calm the game down. Don't play too fast. You got to be really, really highly skilled, like X and those kids. In your
No, those kids.
they can play fast. We played with them. They can play
Yeah.
fast. They play nonstop. You can't. You sometimes when you play with a team like that, you get stuck in the middle of the court.
Yeah.
But you coming down offense there, and you come back, and it's like.
Me and Dennis talk about it. Like it's called controlled chaos. I feel like you want to push, you want to break out, but it has to be at your pace, and it can't be sloppy. That's why those kids like X and them, that team that won, they're very good at that.
And they're good at that because they play together for
Yeah.
so many years. They probably have hundreds of games together
Yeah.
under their belt. When you come out, let's say we put together a team of 6 guys,
Mhm.
we go out and play that game. We're not going to be able to play. We're random 6 guys
Yeah.
that are trying to play that type of game. You got to play enough times. You got to
Mhm.
get enough games under your belt with that team.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, 100%. That's why we always talk about a lot of our teams. First 2 times we're playing the team, we don't have any success, and now like our team now we like it a lot. So
Yeah.
okay, we're running in different leagues, running all together.
Yeah,
we know
because
where everyone wants to be.
Yeah.
You're building chemistry.
Exactly.
Number one, you're not going to have a winning team if you can't build chemistry.
On and off the court, I feel like.
For sure. With the kids, I
Yeah.
try to get these kids together outside of the basketball practice, or I want them to be friends. So my son plays on the team. My younger son plays on the team that I coach. So he's always, hey, what's your phone number? Do you have a Roblox account? Username? I want them to
Yeah,
bond in other ways, not just on the basketball court, because once they're bonding in other environments, they already kind of trust each other once
Yeah,
they get on the court.
for sure.
So it's like, I know that, like they know each other really well.
I mean that builds like lifelong friendships. Like I remember we spoke like about a week ago, and we just like we were speaking, and it's like the basketball itself brings people together and just carries you through life,
Yes.
like business wise, like everything.
It builds, basketball builds character.
Yeah.
Number one thing. Team sports, especially when the kid loves it and you find a love for it from a young age, it just builds character. It brings people from all parts of the world, all different origins. They all come together on the basketball.
Yeah.
You play ball with everybody.
Absolutely everybody.
That's where you can meet a person from anywhere. You can play with someone that's Japanese, Russian, from
Yeah,
South America. It doesn't matter. There's people coming from all over the world. They play this game. They love this game. I think it's obviously the best game
I would agree.
and the most mixed game. I
Yeah.
would say, because
Yeah.
right, probably the most mixed game.
I mean, it's definitely anything that's American based would be the most mixed, just because of the melting pot of cultures we have. Forget about New York, just overall America.
Shout out New York, though.
Shout out New York.
We are the melting pot.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? For basketball, for sure.
Yeah.
You go say basketball is 5-on-5 compared to soccer, 11-on-11, 22 people. How close can you really get with them?
Nah,
No, you can't even play
You get close, but
You're not playing pickups soccer,
Exactly.
bro.
Yeah, it's
You're
tough.
not playing pickup
Yeah.
hockey like that. This is the one game that people come to the park.
I got next.
and you
That's
know,
what
you know what's going on.
There's 3 necks, there's 4
Yeah.
necks, and if
Yeah.
the game is good, they're gonna sit there and wait their necks, and that's the best thing about New York, and that's
100%.
what I think. Me as an individual, what I bring to a pickup game
Mhm.
is that I can keep that game going. I can talk a little bit of trash. I make sure that nobody wants to leave early. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We
Keep
need to,
keep it fun.
yeah. So that's what it is with ball.
So you grew up inner city, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, because me and Dennis grew up in Brooklyn, which is like inner city, but it's not the city. So how is ball different there, would you say?
So it's not a secret. We grew up in. You guys grew up here, where I'm raising my kids.
Yeah.
Right here in South Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's a lot different than where I came in '99.
Sure.
Hell's Kitchen, stand up. You know what I'm saying? IS 111. When I came there, I was Russian Jewish kid, came to a school that was predominantly Black, Hispanic. So I got accepted right away. I had made friends right away, and I made all those friends on a basketball court.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Right when I can prove that I can play with them, they accepted me. And over there, it's just a little bit different because we had a school that had a winning culture. When I never seen anything like this other than TV at that time. So when I showed up to the school, there was like 300-400 people coming to our games. The gym was packed. There was people sitting on the floor. Yeah, because we were winning. I had, like I said, I spoke to you about it earlier. I had this kid, Che Chavez. He was like a 6'4" center. When I was in 6th grade, when I came to the school, he was a 6'4" center. He was in 8th grade. I think he went to Poly Prep after. Got a scholarship there, and then I don't know where he went to college. He was an All-American track star. My boy Timmy Newsome, he was like a nasty point guard. I didn't see kids like this in Brooklyn. Yeah. Because where I played in Brooklyn, I was going to school over here in Bay Academy in Sheepshead Bay. There was a bunch of kids coming from like Rockaway. Those were the ballers. It was all like the CYO kids. Yeah. And I was playing in the city with all the PAL kids.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, it's just it was like a little. Everybody was playing in this one PAL. Everybody was coming, playing the schoolyard. And then you know how it is in Manhattan. On every corner, there's a basketball court. Yeah. If you really think about it.
Yeah, so New York's the best. Another reason.
Yeah. So over there, the culture was different. The basketball culture was different in Manhattan. We had a travel team in junior high school. I'm talking about 99 when I just got there. We had a travel team in 01. We won it when I was in 8th grade. We won a championship there. So we were going to play in Harlem, all over the place. We were playing in these schools, and it wasn't like that in Brooklyn. When I was growing up in Brooklyn, none of these Bay Academy, none of these schools that are around right now, they all have teams today. But they didn't have teams back then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's important. Yeah, you want to play from even. Elementary schools don't really have teams. I feel like even now, so.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get to middle school, like I went to Cavallero over here.
Yeah.
Very similar situation. Like we had a championship foundation. We had a squad when I was in 8th grade. Like Man, he ended up playing somewhere. I'm sure you heard of him. Went to Lincoln. Yeah. Tyler Bourne at one point. Like we had a squad. We were winning championships, and that carries you. Like you're immersed in the championship kind of mindset when you walk in. Like you said, it was a culture shock in terms of winning basketball for you when you came there.
Yeah, for sure. I learned a lot. I learned everything about basketball. My coach Barkin, Mr. B. Everybody that went to 111 or is from Hell's Kitchen, they know about Mr. B because he was a real coach. He was just even more like a father, and he was just like he'd get in your business.
It's tough these days. You can't find guys like that.
He get in your business. He makes sure that everything is going is good at home, and that you're not getting with the wrong kids after school. And he was one of those guys that made me want to show up to practice first. I want to leave last. Still communicate with him till this day. He's just for a lot of kids, that's very important to get the right 100%. Mentor, the right guidance. There's a lot of wasted talent out there.
Yeah.
And why I'm coaching today is because I see a lot of wasted talent, and I see that basketball is being played the wrong way in the playgrounds. I see a lot of kids coming in Crocs, slippers. That's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? That's unacceptable. If my kid is in the park and he's like, oh, I'm going to go play this game, and I see somebody in Crocs and slippers playing with her, I'll tell him, no, you can't do that.
There's no point.
It's not real. It's not serious. It's not serious. So kids got to come. They got to wear their shorts. They got to put on their sneakers. You got to be in basketball gear if you want to play basketball. And if someone's not in that gear, they're not serious, you shouldn't play against them.
2026, and it's like we're going backwards, Like people used to fiend to wear basketball attire. Like we wore it to school. Like when me and Dennis were coming up.
Yeah, of course.
You got the elite socks, you got the basketball shoes, and you're always ready to play ball. Yeah. And now it's backwards.
With the cargos.
When I was in high school, early high school especially, we were wearing headbands to school, like with our jeans. But we put on, they would be sold out. The Jordan headbands, the Nike headbands,
they would
be sold. Yeah, imagine.
It's a sick look.
I saw elementary school. I went before with a double armband like Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
I was I'll come to dinner in a headband. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're going backwards for sure. It's not. Yeah. It's not good.
It's actually funny because when me and Mark first started this idea of starting a podcast, we both agreed in unison. First guest has to be Lenny. Right away we said we have to make this happen. And one thing that us three have in common, forgetting the age is everything, is the beautiful team to the left of you. You're talking about the city, you're talking about New York, we're in the colors.
Shout out Lucia, that's a fire.
Shout out Lucia. Before it's sold out.
There's a new drop coming soon, so watch out for that.
All right.
Send me the link before.
My partner Sal go crazy. because I'm always going crazy. I'm like, yo, we got to make another basketball shirt.
100%. Yeah, leave my whole wardrobe. So about the team, how are you feeling? How do the city's feeling? First of all, actually, better question: how'd your fandom start for them?
My fandom?
Yeah.
The truth?
True.
Whole truth, nothing but the truth.
So I'm a Michael Jordan fan. No matter.
Okay.
First, he made me fall in love with the game of basketball.
Talk about that later.
Yeah, talk about that. MJ made me fall in love with the game of basketball. Obviously, he was giving the Knicks problems, but I grew up in a 6-story building on East 14th Street in Brooklyn. My cousin Al lived on the second floor. He was heavy Knicks fan. We didn't hate the Knicks in my house ever. He lived on the second floor. We lived on the fourth, same building. The Knicks game was always on at his house.
Sure.
But I was a Michael Jordan fan, so first and foremost, that's who I was a fan of. But my team was obviously the Knicks.
Yeah.
But when Jordan would win, I wouldn't be mad, right? I wouldn't be mad. It's like the LeBron fans these days. They're not mad. But for me, then I love the Knicks since 93, 94. But what you guys don't know, I mentioned it earlier, is that I moved to Manhattan in 99. I moved to Manhattan in the best
Perfect time. Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? So I was already a Knicks fan. I loved them 98, 97. They were playing great ball. But in 99, so when we came to America in the late 80s, I have an older brother who's 7.5 years older. He went with all the blue teams. So it was Yankees, Giants, Knicks, Rangers. He went with all the blue teams right away. Automatically, he became a Duke fan. Right?
Okay.
Automatically a Duke fan. So we've been we've been Duke fans for 30 years.
Shout out to
right when we came here as immigrants. So my brother loved Grant Hill.
Okay.
Grant Hill played in Detroit. Allen Houston.
See where this is going.
Was a rookie in Detroit. So this is how how I love these guys on the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
It starts somewhere. So they get Allen Houston. He's a Knick.
Yeah.
I think he was a Knick in like 97, 96, something like that. 97, right? So he becomes a Knick. So I said, I love this team. Then they get Larry Johnson, Grandmama. He was a character. You know what I'm saying? People don't even understand all those characters in the 90s basketball. Little Penny, so Grandmama. We get Grandmama, right? A marketable guy with the tooth and all that. You know? But he was already a little beat up when he came to the Knicks. And then they get Sprewell. And I love Sprewell from Golden State.
Shout out PJ Carlissimo.
Yeah, because I was, not for nothing, there's one guy that used to kill the Knicks that I also loved, point guard, because I'm a point guard. Someone that I appreciate the game was Tim Hardaway. Was nasty. He had the killer crossover, and he played with Sprewell in Golden State. So I followed Sprewell there with Weber. I'm a big Weber guy. He also played over there.
Time out, baby.
Yeah. So that team, that '99 team, I come to the city. I'm new to the city.
Wow, so what a time!
And Yeah, they go to the finals that year, and the LJ shot, the Allen Houston shot. You know that's. So let me get straight to it. I don't care about the Knicks making the finals. Making it is not enough.
So we're past that.
I'm good. I seen them make it.
Yeah.
I'm 30. I'm gonna be 39 years old this summer. I seen them make it to the finals twice. 94.
We have. I still need the finals.
Forget about the finals. Because you don't want to. You know how it is. Let's say you're playing in a men's league. You make the finals and you lose. You feel good?
No.
How do you think that's gonna feel when they take L? I don't care about that. It's unacceptable. I think this is the year that they have to win because it's not going to get better from here. I love JB.
Yeah.
I don't think he has 5 more years of prime ball. He might have 1 more 2 years of prime because the smaller the guards, you kind of see them fade. Over the years, I've watched some of the best guards. As they hit their 30s, early 30s, they start to fade. Maybe he might be different. He doesn't play off of just speed. He has a lot of technicality to his game, yes.
Yeah.
But this is the year because other teams are getting better. They're getting younger. All these young guys are coming up. Really good rookie class.
Really good.
Dallas will get Kyrie back. Things like that. These teams are not going to be the same next year. Right now, we have a kind of a clear path. Outside of like really Detroit getting in the way, we have a clear path.
Detroit with Cade kind of not missing the regular season ending.
It kills the rhythm.
Yeah,
it kills 100%. The rhythm. We need Deuce though. Shout out my guy Deuce. Guys, we need Deuce back.
Love Deuce. My girl loves Deuce.
Deuce changes a lot of things because he can go to the basket. Yeah. Right? He can hit a 3, hit a pull-up, get a stop on defense.
He's a dog on defense. Yeah. That's how he started. Yeah. He was a defensive guy.
To me, he's like a poor man's D Wade. Like he plays that brand of ball.
I mean, every year his 3-point percentage goes up and up and up to now he's like 43%.
He'll even try to yam it on somebody. That's what I love.
Yeah, no, he's athletic. He's explosive.
How about take one step back? The 99 year, right?
Yeah.
the energy in the city. Like you see now when we win the playoff series, everyone's fucking jumping up and down outside. Do you have any memories of seeing that around? And
Yo, I'll tell you one thing. 94,
uh-huh.
the Rangers and Knicks were in the finals.
Yes.
Do you know what the Garden was like? I was 7 in 94, and I remember all of it. Because when the Rangers actually won it that year, they came to South Brooklyn. It was national. It was Cabaret on Brighton.
Really?
And,
Oh my God, I know what that is.
And my family was all there, pictures with the cup, all that.
Wow.
Yeah, literally.
National.
Yeah, they came to celebrate there because there was 5 Russians on the Rangers team. So I just remember all of these things. They had the song "Go New York, Go New York." You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
All that.
we still playing it to this day.
There was no Bing Bong. You know what I'm saying? We need.
Time.
You need to bring that back, that type of energy. But I think a lot has. Listen, when the Knicks win right now in the playoffs, and the fans go crazy outside the Garden. I'm a grown man. I can't be out there. I have kids at home. I don't want to. But
you gotta be out there.
I will be out there.
You gotta be out there with us.
You will see me when they win. I told you, playoff wins. I seen them.
Mm-hmm.
Finals appearances. I seen them. You can come party with me when they win a championship. They're gonna want to come party with me when they win a championship. I promise.
From your mouth.
God,
dude.
One thing. I hope they one day they see this and they understand. What the players don't understand. The actual players don't understand is I'm more of a New York Knick than they are.
It's not a hot take.
I'm invested. Yeah, I'm invested into this team for 35 years, right? Watching these games, spending my time, my money, buying memorabilia, traveling to the games sometimes, playing in other cities, taking my kid there.
New York City, you gotta love New York City. You gotta love New York.
Is that outside?
Yeah, when they win a chip, we're outside.
Yeah, so no, when they I think that sometimes a little off the subject, but when you hear guys like Draymond, Kevin Durant, they always have something to say about like a fan's opinion, a reporter's opinion.
Yeah.
But then there's fans like us who are not just invested into our teams, into our players, but we're invested into basketball. How much time you spend on a basketball court? How much time did you get coached? Just because you're not an NBA player,
That's everything.
You weren't gifted with that body.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, that doesn't mean you don't know about ball enough to have an opinion where one of these players will knock a fan for, oh, you don't this, or they get upset,
100%.
They get emotional. But in reality, us as fans, I'm more of a New York Knick than any player that's on the team right now because I've invested more time into losing basketball.
I'm saying a lot of guys that don't watch the games and like I'm invested. If anyone saw my room, they would think I'm a psychopath when it comes to the Knicks gear. And so I watch every game. A lot of people have their takes upon the Knicks and say, "Oh, you can't talk if you didn't play." In reality, like I watch every game. All I want is the best for this team. I don't know. Some of these takes are just outlandish these days on sports media.
I feel like the one thing I do agree with the players is what's happening right now is the sports betting aspect of it is killing the game.
That's true. 100%.
And the way that people are being disrespectful towards them because the sports betting, you didn't hit my lay like this, and they attack on Twitter. Players take exception to that, but like us, like regular fans we're invested in teams winning, our players doing well. There's no reason to say that we don't know ball just because we're not in the NBA.
No.
What's about to happen?
No, because I was at the game where Steph broke the record at the Garden, and we took him for I don't remember how many threes. And
we're
sitting.
Trust me, we bet them.
No, I get it. Listen, we're sitting behind Reggie Miller and Ray Allen at that game. They're commentating. Okay. I want Steph to me is obviously,
Yep.
Anybody that doesn't have respect for that man just doesn't know ball.
100% agree.
So he already broke the record or whatever it is. I think it's like third quarter, maybe close to fourth. And we start telling, yo, we need one more. We need one more. We need one more. It was definitely in the fourth quarter, actually. It was like late in the game. We needed one. We needed one more three. And he went for it. He looked at us. He was like, he went for
it.
Yeah. No, he missed. But we were cool. It was just cool to have that interaction.
That was a 6 story if he hit it.
Yeah.
It's still a 6 story.
I know. Yeah.
It's a 6 story when you hit anything and you're at the game.
No, obviously. Mark and I definitely know about that. More losses than wins, but
like a Josh Hart triple-double hasn't hit in a while, so
I took it the last 4 games.
We're waiting, right? He hasn't had one.
No, he hasn't had one in a minute. Yeah,
I think that they're in cruise control. To tell you honestly,
yeah,
I think they should be. Mike Brown hears me right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to overplay these guys because God forbid one of these guys gets hurt. You need to keep them sharp in rhythm for the
I'm happy about the stretch. The stretch, JB sat a little bit.
That would never happen with Tibbs, by the way. Never. He would never sit him.
Well,
no way.
Shout out to Mike Brown, though. He played everybody this season. Everybody played. With Tibbs, none of these guys. Diawara probably wouldn't have seen a minute.
You love Diawara, no?
Diawara is fucking sick.
So do I. I think, like, give him a couple of years. He's just a little unsure sometimes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But once he understands, like, the type of body that he has, the type of shots he can make, I don't want to say Antetokounmpo, but maybe, like, a little poor man's Antetokounmpo.
Maybe like an OG, even.
I don't know. That should be his. Yeah.
He seems longer, no?
Yeah.
He's a builder like Siakam.
He looks like
he
he just can't dribble like him, but he looks like the body looks like Lamar Odom back in the day.
Yeah.
His body. But
the righty Lamar Odom. Yeah,
but Lamar Odom used to, you know.
He had that was the type of, I feel like, it was like, everybody used the word aura, but like there was like an aura in like the 90s, like the early 2000s of guys, like, you know, the shirt comes untucked, and now you're just going to work on somebody.
Especially that Lamar Odom archetype, which is like he was kind of the first of the bigger guys that could dribble, create, pass, and I see any guys do this.
The original Lob City,
Quentin
Richardson, Darius Miles, Lamar Odom was insane. They also had Elton Brand, shout out Duke, you know. So they had a little squad over there. They were the ones that they were like playing the game. The first guys that were kind of like big. There was no real point guard. I think it was Jeff McInnes was on that team, something like that. He was their point guard. He wasn't like anything, you know. But these guys were like big and playing ball like a different way. There's a lot of like Tony Kukoc for the
Tony
Bulls.
Kukoc
was one of those first bigs that can do it all. Right now, he would be killing it. Yeah. He's the type of guy that would kill in this league. He was shooting lights out. He can create, run the floor, and he was like one of a few. The game was a lot different because I actually seen something right before I walked in here. Like Jahlil Okafor.
You took the words out of my mouth. Duke guy Jahlil Okafor played like 10 years too late, right?
I thought he was going to be sick in weeks, though.
I thought he should have been sick. I don't understand how some of the bigs in the league are successful, and he wasn't.
I mean, he had
who do you think that he's better than right now in the league? That's a big.
I mean, he's more skilled than a lot of bigs.
Yeah.
He's more skilled than Mitch. Mitch is
100%.
He's more skilled than Mitch. Mitch has real success. If you really think about it, he's been on the same team for 9 years. He's finally staying healthy this year because the limit restriction, no back-to-backs, right?
Yeah, thank God.
He's the best offensive rebounder in the league. And if he didn't have to pick up the slack for everyone, you'd recognize him a lot more as a top defender in the league. He just there's a lot of slack he picks up. You got to pick up slack from JB's other size. Cat is not an elite defender or a close,
say the least.
So you got to pick up.
He's been better the past month. Shout out Cat.
Yeah. Leo was talented. Yeah, maybe defensively not.
His problem, his leg. He just kind of like had bricks for legs. You know, like a lot of times when you take someone out on the key, especially if it's your center, like it's tough. And he also didn't stretch the floor. Yeah. So like that was his biggest. Like Mark said, 10 years too late. Yeah. Like in the early 2090s, he would have been still good.
Probably. Yeah. It also has to do. You know, the NBA has to do with like, where do you land?
Exactly. You got to land on a shit show.
What team do you land on? What coach?
Well, he was Philly, right?
Philly.
They drafted Embiid, I think, a year or two later. Yeah. Ended in the Netherlands and Wild too.
I'm just saying, like, even with Sebastian Telfair, if you watch his story and you really look into where he played, made a big difference for how his career went. If he didn't play in Portland, I think he had a problem. I don't remember who the coach was. There was a problem with a coach his rookie year.
I don't know.
You know, so I just think a lot has to do with where players land.
For sure.
You know, like
Coop, great situation.
I think Coop is going to be Coop wherever he's going.
I wouldn't even call that a great situation.
And Jason Kidd as your head coach.
Yeah, Jason Kidd as your head coach, and you have a vet like Kyrie, who offensively is as talented as anyone that's ever walked this earth. Right? I mean, his dribble, his jump shot, everything. Even, you know, he was on winning teams. They didn't suffer with him playing defense, right? So he's a willing defender. He's a champion. Hit a big shot in his a monster shot in his career, right? So having a guy like that in your corner, from what I understand, he's giving Coop a lot of tips.
Yeah,
he's working with Coop. So I think Coop, like on his own, he's him.
But the guard, like, say he went to a team that wasn't so guard reliant. and you don't have Jason Kidd, like you said, Kyrie, is this trajectory with the handling of the ball still the same, you think?
Look, I'm a Duke fan, right?
Yeah.
I watched this game, but not only did I watch it in Duke, on Instagram, whenever these high schoolers, they post content,
Yeah.
the ones that are good, I follow. So I followed this kid since he was in high school. Then he goes to Duke. And then he plays in that, when they had the Olympic workout.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Fried everybody.
He was 17. He's like blocking Anthony Davis' shot, hitting threes over him. If you're a basketball fanatic, you love ball, you understand ball, you play it, and you can't understand how special that kid is, I don't know what you're watching and what you understand about ball. He has like a little Kobe in him.
Elite defender.
The way I feel about Coop is when I was 9 years old and Kobe was a rookie, and I was like, this kid is 18. I want my kids to look at Coop like that. You understand? Because this kid is 18 and he does what he does in the league, and he doesn't have a team. And I've already heard all the arguments. Oh, but look at Khan, look at Charlotte, look at where they are in the standings. It's not the same situation. Of course, Charlotte has a better team right now, a healthier and better team. Right, with Coop, what makes him special? He's freakishly athletic. I don't think I've ever seen a white kid this athletic.
That's what it is.
I think he's going to be the best white American-born player if he stays healthy after his career is all said and done. He's Larry Bird level. It'll be him and Larry Bird, or Larry Bird and him.
We'll take it.
Yeah. So I think if you got to be in the right situation with the right guys, Dallas, they have a culture. I don't know what happened with that Luka.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's hard for him, honestly. The mental aspect of going to a team where the fans basically want to kill themselves still because of Luka and trying to
they love Coop.
Of course they love.
They forgot about Luka, bro.
No,
I'm a Luka dude.
Yeah, me. Yeah.
I love Luka. My kids love Luka. We even went to his first finals game. Traveled to Boston to watch him play Dallas, Boston. Love Luka. But they have Coop. They're good. They're in good hands. He's younger.
No, for sure.
He plays defense.
But the fans look at it. The GM didn't know they're going to get Coop when they traded him. They still want it.
Bro.
They knew, you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance. Yeah, you're right. There's a good chance. What are the fucking odds?
The NBA, bro. The Lakers got Luka for nothing. For a bag of chips, bro.
Swanee, earlier you were talking about how you were a Jordan fan at first. I just want to ask you, how does it feel being on the wrong side of the GOAT debate?
The wrong side?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this, right?
Hey, itching.
We're going to have to sleep here tonight because I can just drop facts.
I will have nowhere to go.
Listen, at the end of the day, when LeBron came into the league, what was it? What year?
03.
03. I'm in high school. I'm 16 years old. Who doesn't want to see an 18-year-old do good, right? So I'm right away a LeBron fan. The jerseys, the sneakers, all of it. I owned it all. I used to play in his kicks only. I have nothing but respect for his game, what he's done in the league.
Of course, yeah.
All of that. I got to tell you, he's not the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's certain... the GOAT debate is based off opinions, right?
Of course,
right? Yeah. People, like, some of my favorite players aren't the greatest players to play basketball, right?
Of course.
But if we want to talk about the greatest player, it's full-on impact, everything that he's done for this game. You put it all together. LeBron's stats are his stats. His number one thing that puts him in the conversation is not wins. Let's not talk about win because it's not. It's not winning championship. What puts him into the debate is his longevity.
That's a part of it. That's not the only thing that puts him in.
But listen, I'm not an analytics guy. But now we have ChatGPT, AI, and all that stuff.
Of course.
My man held the ball in his hands at a 48 minute. I don't know how much a team has it. 26, 28 minutes. Okay. The ball's in his hands for 25 minutes. LeBron. He's going to get his assist.
Of course, because he's the system.
No, he's the system of what? Losing?
He didn't have a Phil Jackson.
Oh, he didn't have a Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson, what he was good at was coaching character. He was a character guy. So he was able to take these guys who have personalities, like Shaq and Kobe, and blend them. And right? These guys today hated each other. Today, you can hear every story. Oh, I loved him. I this, that. But I watched ball, and I know Shaq and Kobe didn't like each other.
Yeah.
They hugged it out. It was little brother, big brother. But he was able to blend personalities. He had an offensive system. All that. I'm not saying. I think Phil Jackson could have coached. There's one other team that he could have coached. that didn't get a ring that would have got a ring if they had a coach like Phil Jackson, and LeBron would have had one less. I think it's OKC and Miami played each other.
Yeah.
So that team, if Phil Jackson was coaching OKC, those guys would have played well in a triangle offense.
They weren't going to stop LeBron.
Yes, they would.
He lost the year before.
Stop who? What did he do? Stop. Yo, let me ask you a question. He was in the finals against San Antonio.
Yes.
After Greg Popovich donated a ring to him the year before, right? I think the following year they played again in the finals.
I actually rewatched that recently. Yeah,
that's straight donation.
That was
straight donation. Here, LeBron, here's a donation.
Like Tim Duncan out the game.
Yeah, exactly.
The last rebound. Yeah. And the last play of the game, he didn't call timeout to put Tony Parker back in the game. Like, yeah, it was very
so he donated. Bro, they already had the shit roped off.
I know.
That's it. San Antonio was about to get the ring. So to me, LeBron would have had one less ring right there, right?
All right.
Then OKC.
Yes.
Young team.
Yeah.
They beat that. But when they played San Antonio the following year, the way they got spanked. They got spanked.
But look at this team.
Dwayne Wade is the reason why this guy even became good.
But in 2014, it's basically a great
Dwayne Wade arguably has the best finals performance of all time.
Agreed. But in 2014, Dwayne Wade had to borrow someone else's knees to come play basketball.
Stop.
I'm
what happened in Dallas with Dallas?
That's the only blemish of his career.
What happened to winning 10 championships? We go not 5, not 6, not 7.
Dallas is the only blemish in his career. But if
what happened to not 5, not 6, not 7? What happened to throwing a party before you even played a game together and telling the fans on a stage? All of that.
2 and 4 years.
Here's my beef with LeBron.
4 years.
Here's my beef with LeBron. He controlled his own narrative. He's kind of like a partner in ESPN.
That's
my whole thing. As a ball player, skill set,
the greatest ever.
We're
talking about ball player here. When we talk about legacy, I agree. Jordan saved basketball. I agree.
Only saved basketball.
He made basketball. When Magic and Bird were already out the way and Jordan's coming up and he could jump and the tongue out.
Let me tell you.
I agree.
At the end of the day, what me and you say, Mark, any other, this is the one time where I'm going to, the way Draymond and KD say it don't matter. You know what I look at? I look at what do their peers say that played both of them? No.
Scottie Pippen had a clip where he said
Scottie Pippen is a fucking hater who's a broke hater right now. You don't talk about Scottie Pippen.
All right.
Because Scottie Pippen became Scottie Pippen because every day he showed up at work and someone taught him how to work. Because there's nobody that had work ethic, spend the hours in the... Yo, do you understand what Michael Jordan used to do? Do you hear the stories about
yes.
Look, so I watched them all. MJ, I'm not saying LeBron is not in the discussion. But to me, he's not even number 2. You know what I'm saying? To me, I look at different things. I look at a guy like Steph Curry, right?
Over LeBron?
Yes.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. There was a point. I think there was a point where Steph was like,
we have to cut this whole podcast.
170 pounds or something, like, right?
Yeah.
It's 170 pounds.
Yeah, soaking wet.
And I don't want to hear about MVPs, not MVPs. He was the system. You're talking about LeBron's system?
Of course.
Steph was the system. Steph changed the game of ball. The way it's played today is what Steph did.
100%.
No,
for better or worse, 100%.
Basketball was never played a certain way because LeBron did something. What LeBron actually did was he made everything lopsided once he left to Miami. What happened was Toronto was a competitive team.
Yeah.
Right? Miami just fell out of playoff contention. But all you need to do is pick up one player, bring him to play with Wade, and you're right away a playoff contender. But what happens is he leaves Cleveland. Cleveland goes to the shitter. Toronto, who was a competitive team with Chris Bosh,
yes,
goes
I'm
to
glad
the
you're bringing this up.
He comes into first place. He's playing 8 seeds. There are 10 games under 500.
But you bring up when LeBron leaves, they become a
No,
shitter.
but look,
but when Jordan left, Pippen's making the conference finals.
Let me explain something to you. You are playing in a first round against a team that shouldn't be in the playoffs. So your first round, it might as well be a bye. They should have said, LeBron, see you in the second round. Because every first round is 4-0. And even the second round, because he made the league lopsided. No one ever in basketball, go look into the history books.
But that gives players
tell me when 3 free agents, the top, these not only are they all 3 free agents, they're 3 of the top 10 players in the league. Like Chris Bosh was top 10. Yes. They all signed in one place. But they talk all this shit about we're gonna win 10 championships. Yeah. They get smoked by Dallas the first first year.
And they go back to
No. Then they go.
Uh-huh.
They get Shane Battier, who's like Kobe's stopper at that time. Like the only guy that can stand in front of Kobe. They get Ray Allen. During that time, there was no ever better shooter in the league.
Of course.
Bro,
there's only 4 years of having a decent team. Look what Jordan is.
Okay.
Jordan never won a playoff series without Scottie, without Phil.
Let me explain something to you.
What happened before Scottie got there?
Do you know what he was playing with in Chicago? The same thing. When Jordan just got there, he was playing. Look, Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan before Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan averaged for a season 37.1.
And Michael Jordan had 0 playoff wins in his career without Scottie.
37.1, right? 37.1 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
We knew he can do that without Scottie Pippen. Then I think without Scottie Pippen, I'm pretty sure he dropped 63 in a playoff game against Boston after coming broken leg.
And did he win that series?
I mean, he's by himself. Let me tell you who he was playing.
LeBron's
with.
by himself most of his career.
No.
Look at the finals. You're saying Steph.
You're
saying Steph. 2015, LeBron had no teammates. Kyrie died.
Who's fault?
Love died.
Who's fault? That's part of the game. Injuries.
Okay, but that's what happened.
Doesn't matter.
2015, that.
Golden
2017, 18.
Adam Silver handed Cleveland a championship, brother.
He baited Draymond into doing that. Draymond deserved to be suspended for that.
For what? Stepping over him? And
that's
he hit him in the balls, though.
That's a tech.
LeBron pushed him in the balls. Like
that's a tech.
Stop.
That's the only year LeBron had just full years to face.
They need LeBron. The NBA needed LeBron because they didn't have the face for all these years. They didn't know who it's going. They still don't know who it's going.
But even after
they want Anthony Edwards.
LeBron has a good whistle. You have to always think.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
look,
so.
he didn't need a good whistle.
He not have the best whistle?
Huh?
Does he not have the best?
He has a horrible whistle.
No.
LeBron has a horrible whistle.
Today?
Yes.
Look.
Think of Giannis. When someone's so big and strong and driving, it doesn't even look at their fouling because he's so fucking strong.
Stop. He's getting whistle. Let's go look how many free throws he took.
Most of his career
is
downhill.
Probably more than most.
No.
Yeah, probably more than most.
With the ball in his hand, he's a downhill player.
He was a downhill player.
Yeah,
he's no longer a downhill player.
No longer.
This whole Laker thing, it's all. He's not getting that ring if there's no pandemic. I'll tell you that much. Milwaukee's winning that year. Milwaukee was the number one team in the league up until then, and then pandemic.
Lakers were the number one seed.
No, you want to know something also? Anthony Davis would have never made it through a whole season, bro, because he's always hurt.
But everyone had the same thing. Everyone had the same odds. If you say you want to listen to the players, the people that were in the bubble say that was the hardest ring ever. Dame, Westbrook.
There was fucking 2 teams in the bubble, bro.
No, what do you mean? All the teams there. The Clippers choking the 3-1
4 teams there, bro.
Again, every player that was in the bubble said it's the hardest chip. It should not be discredited. Of that nature.
What are they supposed to say? Discredit this chip?
Yeah, they could be haters.
They're
Lakers
part of the business. They're part of the business. They're not going to walk around and say, yo, this ring was bullshit.
No, they can still rip if they
want.
But
I guarantee you, the next time I'm around the NBA player, I'm going to ask them about that pandemic ring and what they say about it. Right, I want to go one-on-one with somebody and say, what do you think about pandemic ring? That's
4 championships, 3 different teams.
Okay.
Most point, not a score first player.
He's not the first to do all this stuff.
LeBron's not a score first player, and if you look up at the most points, no, he's not.
Of course he is.
It's the way he plays. The way he plays is wants to get everyone involved, pass first.
The way he plays,
people say that
he doesn't have the ball. Get out the way, whatever.
And I'll make it work.
I'm going to take a shot when I want. He still took 20 shots a game.
Exactly.
So you're not a shoot first guy. You're not a score first.
But people always rip him for not having the clutch gene. If he's getting double teamed, he's going to make the right read.
I mean, he doesn't have a clutch gene. But he made some clutch shots. I'm not going to take none of that away from him. To me, what makes a go, especially in basketball, is winning at every level.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what you tell me, Scottie Pippen, it doesn't matter. Did Scottie Pippen win when Jordan left? No. I don't care how close. No, I don't care how close he was when Jordan never. Pippen never left Jordan.
Yeah.
You understand? He never did.
Yeah.
Right. So Jordan stayed in one spot. Mm-hmm. He never left. I think if he doesn't leave when his father's death, and I think if he plays from 1990 to 2000, which he easily could have, they're winning 10 championships in a row.
I mean, that's
the only team and player that had a winning record, I think, against Jordan in his tenure was Hakeem Olajuwon.
Did you hear about the conspiracy about why Jordan took those time off because of
gambling?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, do you believe that at all?
Probably.
Like back in the day,
he loves to gamble. I was just in Bahamar in October. Uh-huh. He was in the casino the whole time.
Sick.
Yeah, that's what he does. I mean, he's a competitive guy. What else? Now that's why he's doing this NASCAR thing.
Yeah.
You read about him and what he did for that.
I don't know.
That's just a natural born winner. That's why he's the GOAT. Because any situation that he goes into,
Charlotte.
all the NASCAR owners are making more money because of Michael Jordan right now.
I mean, the Charlotte ownership wasn't
He made money.
I mean, yeah. Did he? Yeah.
He made a ton. Go look what he got it for. Look what he
did.
His exit and whatever as far as branding and all that stuff.
Of course, for himself it was a good move.
Listen, people are going to judge him about he never wanted to be an executive or anything.
Yeah, of course.
As a player, just the winning everywhere he went. You have to respect.
Obviously, we respect
you go to 6 finals, you win 6 finals.
Mm-hmm.
NCAA championships, Olympic championships.
He's a great player.
He carried the sport. He is the sport till this day. Sneakers, all that stuff.
He's a great player, but just talking about on the court, it does not touch.
Let me ask you a question. 6 seconds on the clock. Game 7 finals.
LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Okay, he's never done it though in the finals. I'll show you Michael Jordan's last shot in the finals, bro.
I'm taking JB.
He never had to. I'm taking Brunson. I'm taking Brunson over both of them.
No.
I'm taking Brunson over both.
Because if you look at every level, you look at college, he hit a shot.
Yes.
In the NBA, he had multiple final shots.
In the NBA, he had so many shots. And then he had biggest defensive player of all time. You can say
Jordan?
LeBron.
No, I'm talking about Jordan.
I'm saying you can say LeBron's
Never
biggest
defensive player of the year either.
LeBron?
No, Jordan was.
He should have.
All in 1 year, though. Regular season MVP, defensive player of the year, finals MVP.
But LeBron got that Marcus All year.
Giannis did that, right?
In 1 year? No, I don't think so.
I think he won MVP.
He didn't get.
I don't think he won the chip that year, but he won MVP in DPOY.
In 1 year?
Think so.
Really?
Did he? Think so.
He's 2-time DPOY, so I'm pretty sure it was one of his
I think so.
Giannis? Love Giannis.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Cat better do his thing.
Yes, sir.
I got him, man.
Because Giannis going to take his job if he doesn't do his thing this year, you know?
I'm not going to be mad.
But love Cat. Got to shout him out because every time we run into him with the kids, he always shows the kids.
Yeah, Don't doubt he's a great dude.
Cat, I love you, man. I believe in you.
Bring us a chip.
Man.
Bring us a
chip, please, man. Take me to the promised land. Take me to the promised land.
Yeah.
If they win chip, we're bringing Lenny out. Bring Lenny out.
I'm bringing all you guys out.
Yeah.
I already ordered all the cases. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, snap.
Yeah, the bubbly.
All right. Well,
I'm going to fill the pool.
Oh,
bubbly.
my God.
I'm excited.
Can't wait to dive in.
Wow. Thank you, guys.
That all the time, yeah. I appreciate you guys for having
Thank
me
you.
on,
Thank you. Our first ever guest. It was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.